Welcome back to my nail channel. In this video I am going to be unboxing a PR from Makartt. I will also be doing a super cute gel polish nail design. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe because I do post weekly nail videos. Let's go ahead and open up the box. The first thing that I see is a really cute handwritten note. Thank you so much. I do really love handwritten notes in my packages and stuff. Underneath the purple tissue paper, we see the nail products. Oh, I'm so excited. So they did send over 2 of their polygel colors. These are basically the Halloween themed ones. You have the red and the black polygels. I will be swatching these later on. The next thing is the nail decorations. These are Halloween decals. I will be showing you a closer up in just a little bit. They also sent the Awesome Color Creative Autumn Leaf Gel Nail Polish Set. That's a mouthful. This is basically 6 different colors of fall themed gel polishes. Of course, they did send their 3D nail charms. Very excited to be using these in a set. And last but not least, we have the black and white gel polish. So that is everything that they sent me. Super excited. I didn't really know where to start, so I just decided to try and do the nail decorations first. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the Halloween nail decals. As you can see, there is a few pieces of glitter in the bag. Nothing too crazy. It seems like they did wrap this pretty well to try to prevent the glitter from leaking out, which I do appreciate. After taking off the plastic, this is what the nail decal box looks like. They do have little sections of different color groups, and each color group does have like a different decal. So I am really excited to test these out. I know it's going to make the Halloween nails pop. Here's what the pumpkin looks like. This one is really big, so I am excited to be testing out these decals. So for the 3D charms, I will just be showing you a few of them. I didn't want to make this video too long, but these are super cute. I'm not going to be using them in this video, but for the next video, yes, I'm doing 2 videos using these products. So for the next video, I will be using especially this one. Look how cute that is. It's like a spider with like rhinestones for the body. Definitely going to be using this one. So yeah, those are the 3D nail charms. Super cute and a great way to decorate your nails. Now onto the black and white gel polish set. I have heard a lot of good stuff about Makartt gel polishes. I have tried one other Awesome Color gel polish set, and I do really like that one, but I haven't tried any of the other ones. These do look like they're super pigmented, so I can't wait to try these out in a nail design. They do have other sets of gel polish colors if you don't want to get black and white, but personally, in my opinion, these are 2 essential gel polish colors to have because black and white you can basically use for any type of nail design, which is always good. Now onto the Awesome Color gel polish set. I personally always thought it was AWSM color, but then I heard other people calling it Awesome Color, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot more sense. So here are the colors that you get. You do get 6 different colors. They are kind of small bottles, but this is perfect if you do your own nails at home. All of these colors are absolutely beautiful. I do want to mention that this little foam packaging that they come in is really nice to store them. I personally just leave them in this little foam thing, and that's how I store these gel polishes. So here is the first one. This is the red gel polish. Absolutely love the shade of red for fall and winter. It's a gorgeous deep red. The next color is kind of like a burnt orange type of shade. It does look a little bit more vibrant in person, but on camera it does look a little bit more burnt. Really do like that color. The next color is kind of like a mustardy color. It does look a little bit more orange in person. The next gel polish color is a yellow. I really do like how they included yellow in this kit. It is a little bit difficult to find yellow nail products. The next one is the lighter shade of green. I do really like this shade. It's a gorgeous fall themed color. And the last shade is my favorite color of this kit. This is a deep green color. It makes me think of pine trees. Really do like that color. Now for the Polygel portion of the unboxing, they did send 2 of them as I said. This first one here is called Stellar Red. I'm just going to go ahead and pull the Polygel out of the box. They do have some bubble wrap. There's also a little insert card on telling you how to apply your Polygel. These things are huge. These are the 50 ml tubes of Polygel. If you are used to the Makartt Polygel kits, you will know that those kits usually come with 4 or 6 different colors of 15 ml Polygel tubes. So here's the comparison, and these things are massive. You could do so many sets with these tubes of Polygel. And of course, as you guys know, they do come sealed to prevent the Polygel from leaking. So let's go ahead and swatch out the Polygel. I'm just going to be swatching them on a lint-free wipe. The first one is of course the Stellar Red. This Polygel is a really deep shade of red, and it does have glitter in it, which is really pretty. Can't wait to use this one. I will go ahead and swatch out the Cosmo Black. This is the same thing, a 50 ml tube of Polygel, but a different color. Here's what that Polygel color looks like, and those are the 2 Polygel colors. The Cosmo Black does have different colors of glitter in it, which is really pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and cure these. So that's everything that Makartt sent me. Let's go ahead and move on to the nail tutorial. So I am doing 2 different nail looks. The first one is going to be a autumn themed nail set. The next one, which is going to be the Halloween nail set, is going to be later on. For this nail look, I am using the Awesome Color Gel Polish set. I do already have some nail tips on my nails. If you would like to see how I do this, I will link a video down below in the description. So these nails are already prepped, so I'm ready to go ahead and start applying my gel polish. I did want to be a little bit more creative for the set, so I am also going to be using the Makartt Clear Polygel. This is also a 50 ml tube. I will link everything that I'm using down below in the description along with my discount code. For this set, I am going to be using the red gel polish and also the yellow one. I will also be using the Makartt Matte Gel Top Coat. I will be using some other things, but I'll be mentioning them as I use them. So let's go ahead and start painting the nails. So I do have some gel polish underneath the nail tips, so that's why the color looks a little bit weird. Please ignore that. I'm going to go ahead and start by painting the pinky nail with the yellow gel polish color. I do really love this gel polish color. I thought it was going to be a little bit more transparent than it was, which I'm actually glad that it's not. I do like the opacity of this gel polish color, so I'm going to go ahead and paint a layer of that. For the ring, middle, and index nail, I'm going to be painting them the red color. I think that these 2 colors go very well together, and I think whoever put all of the colors together did a wonderfully amazing job. I am sad that I did not get to use the green gel polishes for this set, but I do think I might try to do another fall set later on with those colors, because there's no way that I'm not going to be using them for this season. The quality of these gel polishes are really nice. As I said in the beginning, I do have the lovely Dynamic Sweet Candy series gel polish set. That one is absolutely amazing. The colors are like pastel. As you guys have probably seen from my older videos, I use that kit so much. So I can definitely say that these gel polish sets are really nice. These gel polishes are also really nice because they're not super runny. So basically when you're painting your nails, by the time that you get to your thumb, the pinky is not flooded your cuticle or sidewall areas. That is something that I hate when it comes to painting with gel polishes. I hate runny gel polishes, and these are not too runny. They also self-level really nicely, and that is really important when you go to do matte nails, because matte nails just show every single imperfection that you could possibly have. Once I have the gel polish color, I am going to cure for 1 minute under my UV LED nail lamp. Once the nails are cured, I am going to be doing a second layer of the gel polish color. These gel polishes are very pigmented, but at the same time, you do want to do 2 thin layers of the gel polish color just to make sure that you have a nice opacity of each of the gel polish colors. The second layer of gel polish, or even regular nail polish, is always my favorite because it shows the true color of the color that you're using, and these gel polish colors are absolutely beautiful. I know I'm not showing it in the video, but the nail lamp that I'm using is also from Makartt. This one is the 48 watt UV LED nail lamp. I will also link this lamp down below in the comments. This one is a really good quality nail lamp. I've been using it for almost a year now, and it's cured so many nails. I am going to go ahead and cure the second layer under my nail lamp. After the nails are cured, I am going to go ahead and apply my Makartt matte gel top coat. I personally love matte nails. Let me know what you think of matte nails down below in the comments. When applying matte top coats, you want to make sure that there's no areas that you miss. You want to make sure to cover the cuticle and sidewall areas of the nail very well, and also the sides of the nail. You do not want any of the shiny color to show through from the matte gel top coat. This is one mistake that I used to make quite often. Just make sure to go and put a really nice layer over the entire nail. After the nails are cured, here's what they look like. Absolutely love these colors, especially that red. This also looks really good for Christmas. Next, I'm going to take the nail palette. You can use anything. I'm going to be mixing up a custom polygel color. For this, I am just taking the Makartt Clear. You can also use the Makartt White polygel. Personally, I don't think I have any of that, so I'm just going to use the clear one. I don't really need too much of this because I'm only going to be doing a 3D flower, so I don't want to waste any of the polygel. I'm then going to take the awesome color yellow. This is the same one that I used on my thumb and pinky nail. I'm just going to be adding this directly onto the clear polygel. I would assume that this is okay simply because they're both gels. They both cure under the lamp and they are both from the same company, but definitely make sure to use caution if you do this at home. Okay, so a little quick break. I got this recently. Look how cute this is. This is like a diamond dapping dish to put nail liquid in. The lid can also be used for like nail pictures and stuff. This thing is absolutely beautiful. It is very heavy. I am going to be using that to put the slip solution in. I am using a different brand slip solution, but you can also use alcohol. I'm then going to take the spatula side of the polygel tool and go ahead and start mixing up the gel polish and polygel together. Basically, I am trying to create a polygel color that is very similar to the pinky and thumbnail. If I could, I would have got it exactly the same shade, but that wasn't quite possible because as you can see, since I used clear polygel, this color is turning out very transparent and that's not what I want. So I did decide to try to add some white. As I said, I don't have white polygel, so I'm just going to try to add a little bit of the white gel polish. Because I added white gel polish, it is going to lighten up the shade of this color, which also did not look very nice with the pinky and thumbnail. So I just played around with this little mixture a little bit and here's what it looks like. I'm going to take the spatula side and scoop up a little bit of that polygel mixture. I am just going to be placing this on the side of my middle fingernail. I am going to be creating a 3D sunflower. I think sunflower nails, especially in these two colors, look absolutely beautiful for autumn. It's honestly one of my favorite types of designs for this season. Since I am learning, I did not like this first one that I created, so I ended up just taking it off and trying again. Since the mixture was a little bit too runny to sculpt, I am going to mix in a little bit of clear dip powder. This is going to hopefully thicken up the mixture and allow me to sculpt it a little bit better. This is the part where I'm not recommending that you try this, simply because the powder is not a gel, so it does not cure under the UV LED nail lamp like polygel does. It can also affect the strength and structure of this product, so I am not recommending that you try this part at home. Once it's well mixed, I am going to take that product and put it on the side of my middle fingernail. I'm then going to dip the brush in the slip solution and go ahead and start sculpting that polygel. To make the flower, you do want to do all of the flower petals separately. To create the flower petal, you do want to have a little dent in the center. This is just going to give it a little bit of depth. You're then able to sculpt around the flower petal itself. To make a sunflower, you do want the edges of the flower petals to be quite pointy, and you can do a lot of small flower petals instead of a few big ones. It's up to you, but honestly, this is kind of like a simplified version of a sunflower. Learning to do 3D flowers is honestly really difficult in my opinion. I do think it does depend on the product that you're using. For example, Polygel is probably not a good product to be sculpting 3D flowers with, for the reason that it is kind of a self-leveling product. So once you create that little depth inside of the flower petal, after quite a few seconds, it is going to try to start leveling out, which will basically like remove the detail that you're putting inside of the flower petal. So I do think that this makes it very difficult. I do want to say I'm not really a good person to learn how to do 3D flowers from, since I am still learning. I think you may be able to pick up a few tips and tricks just by watching me, but other than that, I'm not really helpful for this. In between each flower petal, I am curing for about 30 seconds just to make sure that the flower petal doesn't move around or anything. I have also learned in the past that you can't not cure it, and the reason for that is basically the polygels just mix together and it does not work at all. So if you are going to try this with like polygel, make sure to cure each flower petal individually. I'm going to continue this process until I've completed my flower. So I don't actually have a brown Makartt polygel, so I'm just going to also mix up that color by using the clear polygel and adding gel polish to that. So I'm going to go ahead and add some colors. I also did not have a deep brown gel polish color like I was looking for, so I'm just going to mix that up using red, blue, and yellow. The primary colors do make brown when you mix them together, so I'm just going to go ahead and mix that up. Honestly, this color is kind of weird. I don't think it's really like brown, but I still used it. I did place a blob of this color into the center of those flower petals. I tried to make the texture in the center of the flower with the polygel brush, but honestly that didn't work. So I did end up curing for about 3 seconds, and then I took something pointy and tried making a little bit of texture in the center. I don't think it worked as well as I wanted it to, but I do think it turned out okay. After I got the center how I wanted, I did cure for 1 minute. After the flower has been fully cured, I did take this little pointy diamond drill bit and I'm going to slightly clean up the edges of that flower. This step you don't really have to do, but I feel like my flower was not how I wanted it, so I just did this step to hopefully clean up the flower a little bit and get it more like I want. So for the nail decorations, I'm taking my Makartt tweezers and I have these chunky rhinestones that I'm going to be applying to the nails. I just wanted something kind of chunky but simple at the same time, so I picked this shape. It's kind of like a kite. So I just took this one and I'm going to be placing it diagonally at the corner of my index nail. I do really love how the placement turned out on this nail. So to apply that to the nail, I am going to be using polygel since it is a bigger rhinestone. I'm just going to be adding a good amount of the polygel onto the back of the rhinestone, and then I'm going to place it directly onto the nail. I don't actually have like rhinestone glue or anything, so I feel like this does hold the rhinestones in place very well. You do want to make sure that the edges of the rhinestone is fully covered, otherwise you are going to have the rhinestone catch on things, which is not fun at all. I just took the tweezers and gently moved around that polygel to fully cover all of those edges. Once I have it in the perfect place, I am going to be adding smaller rhinestones and also some caviar beads. I honestly didn't have a plan for my rhinestone placement. I was just adding a big group of them on the corner of my nail. I do really love how this turned out. For these smaller rhinestones, I am just pushing them down into the polygel that spilled out from the bigger rhinestone. They are seeming to hold on very well, so this did work. If you are applying them separately, you can just do like this. I have some clear polygel on that nail palette and I'm just dipping that rhinestone directly into the polygel. This is going to hold on those rhinestones, or you can use like a rhinestone glue and apply it to the nail. Personally, since I already had a matte gel top coat, I didn't want to have to add another gel top coat, so I'm just dipping those rhinestones directly into the polygel. This is going to avoid me having to apply another gel top coat. So once I had those smaller rhinestones, I was like, there's still a lot of polygel spilling out, and I also wanted to fill in the gap, so I decided to try to use those little gold caviar beads. And I'm just picking this up with the tweezers. They do have a little bit of polygel on them, so they are sticking very well. I'm just taking these smaller caviar beads and applying them directly into that polygel that spilled out from the rhinestones. I do think this is so cute. I've never really been able to use the caviar beads before. I feel like I can't like work them into my sets, but I'm so happy that I decided to try them out because I do really love how this turned out. Once I have all of that placed like I want, I am going to cure for 1 minute. I also did my pinky off camera. This I just used like a medium-sized round rhinestone for the center and did the same thing around the edges. For the thumbnail, I am taking a diamond-shaped rhinestone and I'm going to be applying this in the center of the nail. I do feel like I wasn't going to be able to do the round rhinestones around this one since it was kind of on the bigger side. I did want the decorations on this set to be a little bit more simple since the main part of this design is the sunflower. I didn't really want to take away from that, so I did try to keep my rhinestone placement a little bit on the calmer side. Once I had the rhinestone in place, I did just take the tweezers and move the polygel around to be able to place the caviar beads. I'm just doing the same steps that I did for my index nail, and I'm putting those caviar beads directly into that clear polygel to hold them into place. After I have all of that placed, I am going to cure for 1 minute. After all of the rhinestones are cured into place, I'm then going to be adding some cuticle oil to all of my cuticles. You do need to rehydrate your skin after each and every manicure. And here are the nails. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I think these nails turned out so beautiful. I do really love them. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you're not already, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!